Hey, fellow Mouseketeers, Angling Team, the Homegrown Tourist here. We going to be talking about some news today and a little bit of, I guess, not along with some articles I pulled. I want to talk about. We've got a cool quiz again, and I want to talk about Jungle Cruise. I want to, yeah. The trailer came out. I'm sure you guys told me you saw it. I just watched it myself. And we also have an article about why you might find the Peter Pan attraction on eBay soon. Yeah. No, very okay. I'm kind of overselling it, but yeah, something cool happened. So did you guys saw the Jungle Cruise trailer?
Yeah.
Yes.
How jazzed are you for the movie now?
I'm pretty jazzed. Like when it comes to Disney nowadays, where they're just shoving their old stuff to be lifelessly remade, it's nice to see something original while still being based on something so Disney.
Yeah, it looks like it could be another Pirates Caribbean as far as franchise is concerned. You know, it's you're right. It's based on an attraction. It's based on an IP, but it's still an original movie, at least.
It looks like a cross between the Pirates of the Caribbean movies and the Brendan Fraser Mummy movies. But you know what? That is a combination that I am totally on board for.
See, I agree with the Brendan Fraser Mummy because of the stuff with Evie and stuff in the museum, and we see that kind of with what's her name in the preview. But I thought kind of mummy movies plus African Queen. So yeah,
honestly, whenever I heard that this movie was being made, I was worried that they were just trying to make it like Jumanji.
Yeah,
but
well, thankfully it's going to have its own identity or something. But yeah, it looked a lot of fun. I don't think he sold the backside of water line though. I'm glad they have it in there. Obviously, it's just it's a good poke at the attraction itself. But I don't think he quite sold that line, man. Seriously, it could have been done a touch better, but I still think it was a lot of fun.
Maybe it'll be done better in the movie. I mean, there's still time for reshoots and all that jazz.
And it might have just been one take, you know. They might just said, here's some footage, put it into a preview, let's get something out there. But still, it was a lot of fun. It looks like it's going to be fun. I also watched the Lady and the Tramp trailer finally. That's going to be out next month with Disney Plus,
and we're so excited for it. You know?
It looks bad. It looks really bad, and really, really bad. I don't know why. Why can they not do digital animals? Babe nailed it in 1995. Okay, Babe nailed how to do this in 1995. And it just seems like they're having a hard time. I think it's because they try to make them look too realistic, but it just doesn't.
It doesn't even look on par with like Homeward Bound, and that's saying something sad. Like, we're approaching like Cats and Dogs level of, oh my god, what the heck am I seeing?
Yeah.
Wrong channel. The Spy movie with animals. I remember the Cat and Dog. Okay.
I like
the motion was bad.
It wasn't. It so far does not look good. We will have a watch party here, and I want positive. I want to go in with a positive outlook. So no matter what the preview looks like or whatever, I want to turn it on. You know, it'll be on the Disney Plus service, and I want to turn that thing on, and I'm fingers crossed that it's going to be good. You know, fingers crossed.
I was trying to push the bit like, oh yeah, we're so excited. It looks great. But Mr. Home on the Range here decided to go all serious on us.
Right. Yikes. No. Sorry. Which usually, you know, I'm possibly the world's biggest Home on the Range fan.
And every time he does that, we have to remove him from the studio and take over the live stream.
My thoughts on Home of the Range, of course, is that it only sucks a lot. And that makes me the world's biggest Home on the Range fan. You know what? There has to be somebody out there in the world that likes that movie. That's the crazy thing. There's somebody who watches that film, laughs their butts off, and goes, "This is Disney at their best."
Yes, they're real.
Yeah, there has to be one person.
It's not as bad as some of the animated Disney sequels.
I knew it. It was Dalton. It's Dalton. Dalton's the guy. Yeah. I only said that to expose you. No, it's
it's not as bad as Enchanted Christmas. It's not as bad as
Enchanted Christmas.
Yeah, I don't like Enchanted Christmas very much at all.
Beauty and the Beast, as long as there's Christmas.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of.
Well, here's something I guess before we get to why Peter Pan's going to be on eBay soon.
Okay.
I did see this, and I've seen it. It's being shared around. If you go to #Disney, they finally came out. You know, I told you, gosh, I hope those classics show up. This is the full list of movies that are going to be on the Disney Plus, and oh my gosh, everything, almost everything. Where's George of the Jungle? There's no George of the Jungle, guys.
That's Disney.
I know. Yeah.
Speaking of Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, I mean, we've got the original Miracle on 34th Street. Thank you, Fox. You've got the Funny Fans Free, Melody Time, Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. A little bit after Halloween, but it's still a good watch. You've got live action stuff like the Robin Hood and His Merry Men, Living Desert. You got 20,000 Leagues. Davy Crockett. I've got the Treasure that remember when they put out those hard tin. I've got the Treasure of that one. I actually sold all of them to get to Thailand. I used to have the entire collection of Disney treasures. That's the one I kept. I should have kept Zorro, I found out, because that one went for $250. But yeah, can't get that one back easy. But I mean, they've got both of those. They've got Old Yeller, Shaggy Dog, Darby O'Gill. Oh, she's my dear, my darling one. Yeah, I mean, it's
the absent-minded professor.
Yep. And even some of the smaller ones that I like the Callaways and Emil and the Detective, That Darn Cat, which is actually a good movie.
They're not The Sound of Music.
Well, thank you, Fox.
Yeah, well, we say thank you, but they were bought by Disney.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's a Fox film. But yeah, so they've got the Computer Award tennis shoes. Bed Knobs and Broomsticks is going to be there for Dalton.
Yay.
It actually says Bed Knobs and Broomsticks, and in underline, it's You're Welcome, Dalton. They decided to retitle it that. But yeah, they've got.
I would be totally okay with that because I love Bed Knobs and Broomsticks.
Yeah, Apple Dumpling Gang and Apple Dumpling Gang Rides Again. So you could be like, woo, that's so awesome. Let's watch the sequel. Oh, no, that's...
Oh, no.
Yeah.
This was a terrible mistake.
Yeah, but while I'm looking, I'm not seeing Hot Lead and Cold Feet, which is a much better movie with Don Knotts. Is that Disney? I thought it was Disney, but it's still pretty good. Strongest Man in the World, I remember liking as a kid, but they've got all the classics. I'm so happy. I'm so very happy. And then of course the Star Wars movies, Black Hole. That's cool.
That's a fun one that people should watch more of, because that movie
is
weird and creepy in the good kind of Disney way.
And speaking of Dalton, speaking of weird and creepy, they have Return to Oz. Have you guys seen this film?
Oh God, the Wheelers.
The Return to Oz is just a show that they did not treat kids like wimps in the 80s.
No,
seriously, which actually makes me think, let's go back a little bit, a couple of years, and no, I'm not seeing Something Wicked This Way Comes. That's another one they're missing. I want to go through all the awesome movies that they're not showing. Something Wicked This Way Comes is one of the best horror films for families. Like it's a Disney horror film that will scare the socks off your kids. It really will. It will. It's pretty dang good.
Yeah. That's basically my response whenever someone tells me the Doctor Strange sequel can't be out. I'm just like, but Something Wicked This Way Comes and Pirates of the Caribbean 3.
They trusted us more. Our parents trusted us more. Journey of Natty Gann is one of the best kept secrets in Disney history. I love that film as well. We've got the DuckTales series and the DuckTales movie. You're never going to convince me that Who Framed Roger Rabbit is a bad movie, but Willow is going to be there too. So
okay, that one impresses and surprises me because I wouldn't think that they would remember Willow, but
Rescuers Down Under is in my opinion a very underrated movie. Rocketeer, one of the best superhero films nobody ever seen. We've got the Little Mermaid series, Muppet Christmas Carol. I am set, thank goodness. I'm gonna lose myself in
doing a watch party of that when Christmas comes around.
I hope it's the theatrical. I know a lot of people don't like the subplot where he gives up on the girl, but I think it's a very important part of Scrooge, and they do have a nice song in there. I hope it is the theatrical version, because the theatrical version is actually one song longer than the DVD version. I am but I was looking on this, I'm going, oh yes, a Goofy movie, because a lot of times the streaming services would only have that extreme Goofy movie where the Max and them were in college and they did the skateboarding and all that. Goofy movie is finally getting its respect. James and the Giant Peach. See, I mean, so many great things are here. I'm so happy. And I will be getting this. Yes. Abso-freaking-lutely. So is there anything...
As though there was any doubt in your mind.
Yeah, that is true. I was actually looking at... I've on my Xbox, I get that Game Plus thing, but I realized I have owned that, and I've paid for 3 times. I paid $1 because they have, it's a sale, get $1. Oh, okay, yeah, sure. And I never. The only game I play is this one Disneyland adventure thing where you run around Disneyland, because I am such a freaking Disney nerd, and that's it. And I was like, you know what? I could get rid of that, and then I can afford the Shudder for Gail because she likes horror films, and I could get Disney for me because apparently I'm not wearing the pants in this family. She's watching horror films, and I'm watching Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. So that is the way it is.
Who's enjoying themselves more is the question.
Well, actually, she loves horror movies. I do too. But I gotta say, they're having the X-Men Evolution series. Dude, that is such a great X-Men cartoon.
They have like
everything except let's go through the 90s and see that they do not have the Hollywood Tower of Terror. I did notice that. I want to make I know we can make a top 10 movies that need to be on this service. That's not like, you got all these great movies, and then you've got jerks like me who said, yeah, but where's this one, man? Why'd you leave that one out? Where's the live action 101 Dalmatians?
Okay, so they don't have the live action one on there?
When was that out? Wasn't it like 1987? Oh, there it is. Okay, 96. Okay. I thought it was like 98, but it was 96. Yeah, no, okay, they got it.
The 90s.
Yeah, I'm so happy now that I've seen this. I saw my Swiss Family Robinson, which I think is one of Disney greatest movies that they've ever made, live or animated. And they've got 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, which I agree with that. They've got Santa Claus 2, which is the one that I really like, that I know one of you said you didn't. Right?
I like all the...
okay, maybe it was some...
Santa Claus 3 is where I started to get shaky, but I like the first 2 plenty.
You know what? I agree with you guys, but I still watch Santa Claus 3.
I still watch it. It's still awesome, and I believe it's Martin Short who does Jack Frost in that.
Yeah, they're good. It's just the script is weak. Martin Short's brilliant as Jack Frost. It's a weak. They're writing a weak script, and that's hard to make a good movie out of a weak script.
It is, but you know what? Especially when it was like 10 years after they had made the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
The escape clause.
Well as they possibly could do.
Yeah, so there's it's got everything. It even looks like we have the full Chronicles of Narnia for the trilogy there. I like all 3 films of those. I wish they could have continued.
I wish they had gotten to all 7 books, but que sera.
And they've got the Muppets. But what really impressed me as far as the Muppets are concerned is they've got the 2015 TV show as well. This is the one where, that was the one where it was almost like The Office. And
it lasted all 5 minutes. But
but here's the thing. I will say caution. It's a PG-13 TV show. That some of the jokes are made for adults. Now, I think kids will still enjoy it. But just be careful. There are there's one of my favorite jokes in the TV show was where Fozzie the Bear is looking for a date. And he says, well, I went to this one club because I saw an advertisement. It said Bears Wanted, but when I got there, it wasn't what I expected. I was like, oh, that is so awesome. That is so freaking cool. So yeah, you gotta be a little careful with that one because they do go for the adult humor. We are going to get The Lady and the Tramp, and like I said, we'll do a watch party. I'm also willing to do a first episode watch party of The World According to Jeff Goldblum, just because.
I do like Jeff Goldblum. So.
The world loves Jeff Goldblum. Yeah.
Life finds a way.
And may we also take the opportunity to have a watch party of one Miss Captain Marvel.
I think that would go on I Love Comics.
I think we'll do it here. And yeah.
You're really going to do this to us, man?
Yeah. It'll be the one. I'm sick. I can't come on tonight. Yeah.
No, I can't do that.
This is the movie that my wife, girl power, woohoo. My wife lasted 10 minutes in it. Aaron, this is bad. Yeah. So anyway, let me get over here to what
I want to take a moment to go ahead and just say that Eric Breen has called you a Disnerd.
A Disnerd?
Yes.
Can we? Oh, okay. Disnerd. Disney. I like that actually. That's fine. That fits. Yeah. When my wife is like, "Hey, let's get Shudder," and I'm like, "Let's get Disney." Yeah. Okay. Disnerd fits. Alrighty. But there you go. I'm very excited now. I really am excited.
All right.
Under the Sea, a Descendants short story. So we're going to see the Little Mermaid version of Descendants. Freaky Friday 2018.
They made a Freaky Friday in 2018?
I guess so. Legend of the Three Caballeros. Oh my gosh, why do I not know about these things?
Now, let's not get excited. We might be sorely disappointed.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I'm going to Google it right now. So, Legend.
No, please do. And I'm going to scoot on over to the next story, the one that is actually in the title. The reason why, of course, I put the title, you may be seeing the Peter Pan attraction on eBay, is because $20,000 in attraction parts from Peter Pan's flight in Space Mountain were stolen from Walt Disney World.
What was stolen?
$20,000 worth of attraction parts from Peter Pan's flight in Space Mountain were stolen from Walt Disney World. And it says there's trouble at the most magical place on Earth. Again, over $20,000 in attraction parts from such classics as Peter Pan flight and Space Mountain have been reportedly stolen after a burglary took place at Walt Disney World. Now, I worked at Universal Studios, and we had this big Jurassic Park display. This is before Islands of Adventure and before they actually had that area. And the display had some dinosaurs, it had some raptors, it had some compies, and we would notice compies go missing. So that means when they saw that we weren't looking back at them, some people would just rip the compies out of the display. And I always thought, wow, that took some freaking balls, man. Excuse the language. But so when I heard about this, I'm like, how are they stealing? It's got to be team members, because if they're they can walk around the attraction and maybe steal something, but turns out it's a little different. New law enforcement report notes that the pieces went missing from a storage shed located behind Test Track in Epcot. A cast member listed as a materials attendant noticed a set of sails from Peter Pan's flight missing during an inventory counts, and later found that a shell and 3 ride vehicle seats from Space Mountain had also disappeared. So the shell could be the actual ride car. Some people were making ride cars for themselves. You take a piece here, you take a piece there, boom, at home you can create a ride car. And like I said, you either keep it, you put it on eBay, boom.
Essentially the weirdest, most Disney-fied version of Johnny Cash's One Piece at a Time ever.
Yeah, there you go. I took one piece at a time. Yeah, so they're taking a sail, they take a car, they take the bar, boom, we have a Peter Pan. And hey, what a great way, you bring a girl over. Hey, look, I've got a Peter Pan flight boat. And, boom, you're in. The report was filed with Orange County's Sheriff's Office on October 2nd, a day after the items were found missing. According to the sheriff, these items were not tagged, nor did they have serial codes or any unique markings. The storage shed, however, is surrounded by fencing and was padlocked. You think it's an inside job? Disney declined to comment on the case of grand theft and burglary that has occurred on property, but this is far from the first incident to take place in recent history. Just this past May, a former Walt Disney World cast member was arrested after entering a restricted area in Disney and stealing, subsequently reselling over $7,000 in items from the Haunted Mansion. His arrest warrant also detailed facts behind the missing Buzzy animatronic that was stolen back in December, as well as the animatronic's missing clothes, which were sold off for $8,000. There we go. We found Buzzy. Buzzy, by the way, is what was it? The Body Wars. It was one of the in the
Buzzy,
the World of Life or whatever it was called in Epcot. I remember loving Body Wars. I'm the only person that liked Body Wars back in the day. It was the other stuff like the Buzzy attraction I didn't care for in that pavilion, but there you go. So
it had the two twins who kept calling him little man. Yeah, I remember that.
So there you go. Somebody might be building a Peter Pan flight vehicle. Okay. You know what? I don't believe this picture because this is far too short a line for Peter Pan. This must be like really, really early in the morning.
No, they have a whole new queue,
Dude, it says it's a 20-minute wait. When was the last time you saw a wait at Peter Pan for 20 minutes, even with the new queue?
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? Something's going on here. I'm not believing this picture. Something's wrong with this picture, man.
I want to let you know I looked up The Legend of the Three Caballeros.
Okay,
It was a web series from last year, 13 episodes. That's it.
Okay. Well, we got to check it out. I think that might be fun.
Yes.
All right, let's close out the stories that I talked about here. And we got, hey, some people are here. Eric, that would be on the Clearly I Love Comics Doesn't Love Us. Maverick, how's it going? Have you talked about all the series arriving on? Yeah, that was the first thing we talked about, Maverick, and I'm excited, man. I am very excited for what I've been seeing there. All my big movies are there. There are 1 or 2 things. Actually, there's about 6 or 7 things I listed off that aren't there that I would love to see, like George of the Jungle, the Hollywood Tower of Terror movie with Steve Guttenberg and Kirsten Dunst.
He keeps taking away my like.
What?
I'm trying to like this video, and after like 30 seconds, it takes it away.
This particular one?
Yes.
So like you click on it and then it shows that it's not liked.
Yeah. Okay. It's showing 2 likes.
Okay. Now it shows 3 because I just clicked on it. And now it shows 2.
It keeps getting rid of our likes.
That is so weird. That is very weird.
You may not like your own content.
Maybe that's it. Maybe it's it. It doesn't want you to. Well, that's okay. That explains me. But what about him?
Yeah, I'm still trying to like it.
That is weird. Hey guys, try to like this video. Just try. I dare you, man. I dare you. But yeah, try to like this video. See if it takes it away. That is very, very strange that they do that.
You are not permitted to like.
You will not like this video. Yeah, this is my luck on YouTube anyway for this kind of thing to happen. 18,000 subs. Here's your 200 views. Yay! And you'll like it, buddy. All righty, what else did I have? Oh yeah, big news. And as far as Disney is concerned, there's not much to tell otherwise, but the Skyliner is back up and running. So I'm finally going to go. I'm going to get on this thing before it crashes again.
Okay, I saw it running today.
Yeah, they've been running. Here it says Skyliner started operating at 8 a.m. today, 8 a.m. And they can travel on the system from 8 a.m. to 10:30 daily, with the exception of a few days that they're going to be shutting down this week for updates. October 16th at the Disney Hollywood Studios line will be closed, and the other ones will be available 1 to 10:30. And October 17 and 18, all lines will be open from 1 to 10:30. So yeah, maybe I'll take the fam tomorrow and we can ride on it. Following a complete review of the manufacturer, we made adjustments to our process and training, and we are improving how we communicate with guests during their flight with Disney Skyliner. We again offer our deepest apologies. We already talked about that. I should take that part off of the video and put it on there, because what we were talking about is something that nobody's thought about. And that's, of course, the fact that, somebody was like, I'm going to go to the bathroom when we're on the other side. These things go quick. Somebody was like that. They had to have been buying new pants for a lot of people. And some people actually got injured and sick. Yeah. But there you go. The Skyliner's back up and running. And yeah, I got to get out there before it wrecks again. And I am saying again, I'm not 100% convinced it's not going to happen. Yeah. Say again?
You're not convinced that it's fixed?
Oh, no. I mean, come on. We had, 30 something years after the monorails were built and perfected, we still had some guy killed because of, they turned off the detection, and one monorail rammed into another one. So yeah, it's going to happen again. It's just a matter of time. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. It's just, and I'm not being overly negative or anything. It's just how these things happen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see, something else. Oh, this is along the lines of fun things to do at the conservation station. They started a Walt Disney World villains drawing tutorial. So if you want to learn how to draw villains, you go to Rafiki's Planet, which is one of my favorite places to go in Animal Kingdom. Do you ever go here, Professor?
They opened it again?
Yeah, it's back up and running. Yeah.
They were going to shut it down and take it apart.
Well, I
remember us covering that news story.
Yeah. Well, it was a temporary thing. It was a temporary close. They wanted to just update and clean it up and fix it up a little bit. And so it's open again. The animation experience at Conservation Station. At the experience, guests get tutorials on how to draw popular characters from Disney's The Lion King. Disney Parks blog shared that animation experience. Okay, cool.
Well, it's awesome that they have a place where you can draw characters again, because everywhere else, like they had Disney Quest, and then they had the one at Hollywood Studios, but I'm pretty sure they took that out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so and I liked, that's one of the things I also liked about Disney Quest is you could go in and enjoy any kind of, sometimes they did Pinocchio, sometimes they did some of the Fab Five. Let's see, Scar and Ed from Disney's Lion King is one of 6 characters, but beginning October 18th, there will be more characters that join them. These characters include Bruce from Finding Nemo, Hopper from A Bug's Life, Shere Khan from Jungle Book, and TikTok from Peter Pan, which is, of course, the crocodile.
Why would they do TikTok and not Captain Hook?
Because TikTok is an animal, and Captain Hook
that makes sense. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Yeah, but that actually this sounds like it's something fun, and it is also a crowd dump. So you're gonna have people just sitting there learning how to draw. I always thought that Rafiki's Planet Watch is a really cool thing to do with the kids. I love the petting zoo. Even now, being 50 years old, I still just but I like animals. Today, I took Gail and Elizabeth. We went out shopping into lunch, and there was a pet store. All I wanted to do was go in and look at the animals. I just find that to be a lot of fun. Yeah. I'd still like to go into to SeaWorld for that kind of thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So here's an interesting article. Here are 5. I haven't even looked at this. I saw it and I was like, let's check this out. 5 interior design ideas inspired by resorts at Walt Disney World that they want to steal. Create custom storage. Okay, what is this? Add the unexpected. Well, okay, that's not anything. All righty. No, not interested at all. Fresh flowers. Everybody knows that. Okay, I thought this would be something, but
we're not craft people.
No, but plus it's stuff like, hey, open this window, it'll look like it has more space. I thought, okay, we're gonna find something interesting, but no, it's this is you can find this on any thing.
Find it on HGTV.
Yeah. Okay, let's go on. There's 2 new restaurants coming to Epcot, Dingle Hopper and Dingle Hopper Shrimp Cocktail and Gelato, 2 new dining experiences. So we've got this Little Mermaid is coming. Its 30th anniversary is this year, and Epcot's Coral Reef is getting in on the celebration. And that isn't all that's coming to Epcot. The Italy Pavilion will be welcoming some new stuff as well. So you got the gelato and the do you like gelato?
Yeah, I do. I haven't had it in a while because it's more expensive. But
well, there's going to be a new kiosk. It looks a new kiosk operated by Patina Restaurant Group will offer 12 different varieties of gelato and sorbet. So you'll get what you're getting there. And they mentioned something at the Coral Reef. Will have a commemorative menu to celebrate. In addition to the Dingle Hopper Shrimp Cocktail, look for Chef Lotus's Lobster Seafood Boil, and that's this right here. I love these things, by the way. I'm not a big fan of crab claws. Too much work for too little meat, but yeah. And Triton's Key Lime Tart. So this might be a reason to go back to Coral Reef. Although the big problem with Coral Reef, of course, is that they're insanely expensive for what you get. So I mean, a lot of Disney restaurants are, but
I'm amazed they don't have a seafood dish called Le Poisson.
Yeah. Yeah, we finally caught that dumb crab. That's what that's all about. Yeah.
Le Poisson crab cakes or something. Yeah.
Yep. And since I do like to talk about food stuff, new salted chocolate popcorn, vegan Ronto-less garden wrap, krill pork rinds, and more coming to Star Wars Galaxy Edge. So
you have my attention.
Yes.
Agreed.
Now, here's the thing. It says in Disneyland, but they really are matching Disneyland and Disney World. So if one shows up there, it'll probably show up here as well. So it's there are also 5 new items located throughout the land that you must try, all available on October 16th. So it's already there. This is a little charcuterie that you could get at Oga's Cantina. And it's the Hapabore sampler featuring selection of the cured meats, artisan cheeses, pickled and preserved rations, and crackers. So I got to tell you, that looks awesome. I love charcuterie boards.
Yeah, when I went, they didn't have that at Uga's.
Well, yeah, it's a
Disneyland
menu item. Yeah, and this is a vegetarian platter if you're looking. So and it's at Docking Bay 7. So that's one of those plant-based burgers. You got the roasted carrots, the orange, the dipping sauce, the whole 9 yards. But this is
hopefully no onions because we don't want to throw onions.
Of course. And speaking of plant-based, there's a new Ronto-less garden wrap coming to Ronto Roasters featuring a plant-based sausage that's right here, and spicy kimchi slaw, sweet pickled cucumber, and gochujang spread all in a pita. That looks awesome to me.
Yeah,
right there, man. Yeah. I'm really, I'm jazzed on that one. Also being added to Ronto Roaster menu is krill pork rinds with cinnamon sugar, served in a MSC 6 series repair droid souvenir vessel.
Pork rinds with cinnamon sugar. I've never known that I wanted something so weird. So
I know, right? Yeah. Like, that sounds gross. Let me get two. Yes, I think that will be good. And finally, right next door at Cat Saka's Kettle, I did not go there. I didn't get the popcorn yet, which I hear is actually pretty good there. You'll be able to snack on chocolate popcorn with Crate Red Salt. The salt comes from Crate, the now an uninhabited red mineral world dusted by a layer of white salt, which reflects the planet's sunlight. So they don't build any attractions that are based on anything we've seen. They bring in a food that's based on Last Jedi.
Wait. Crate, as in, okay. I think I know exactly where they're
That's that planet. That's that planet at the end where it's white, but when they start flying, the red dust comes up.
And the guy puts his finger on the ground and then puts it in his mouth, and he's like,
salt.
That was Crate? Okay. Because in the expanded universe lore, Crate was famous for crate dragons, which apparently had like a
hey, you know more than I do. I am a movie guy, so I don't go with the Star Wars extended universe. I could be wrong, but the way they're describing it, that sounds like that world. So I don't know. So all five of these items are exclusive.
I think Crate was a desert world, if I remember correctly.
Hey, maybe I'm wrong. I have been known to be wrong from time to time. That's a Star Wars quote, kind of. No. All five of these new items are exclusive to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland for now, and will be available in October 16th. And I absolutely think we're going to be seeing this kind of stuff, especially if it's a hit. And I want this to be a hit right there. Yeah. Right now, for a good charcuterie, I've got to go to the Baseline Tap House or to right now, Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar has a pretzel charcuterie that I want to try. Have you seen that yet?
I'm sorry, I looked up Crate. He's wrong. There's
wrong?
No Crate dragons. No, not you. Crate isn't a planet in the expanded universe. It was solely developed for the new trilogy. I think you might be confusing the name with something else, Dalton.
Maybe, but I remember I thought it was in the expanded universe.
So
they introduced the concept of crate dragons because they
had what we're saying
a stone in their stomach that was highly prized for lightsaber construction.
What can also be said that once again wrong, Anglin.
Not in the same
sentence, man. Not in the same sentence. Sometimes I wish that wasn't true, but
okay, what was the thing that you mentioned before I got lost?
It's the over at Jock Lindsay's. They just started for this Wonderfalls. You know how they have all the Wonderfalls things. We talked about this last week. They have a pretzel charcuterie where they use the pretzel as the charcuterie board, and they've got the meats, the cheeses, the whole thing, and it looks so awesome. It's $22, but it's like huge. Most charcuterie boards around the park are $22 anyway. But yeah, it looks huge.
Sounds good.
So jazzed for it, really. All righty. Now I did, of course, to close out the live stream, I did find another quiz. And this is just a let's pick it out and we'll find out. But it's a weird one. Pick a Disney villain and we'll tell you which iconic Disney park snack you are.
What?
That's what it says. So I thought,
shouldn't that be the other way around?
Pick a snack and this is your villain. You're right. That makes a lot more sense, right? Doesn't it?
That would make more sense.
Sometimes we can't help but love Disney villains, just like we can't help our love for Disney park snacks. Anybody's got a favorite? No, just me. All righty. Let's see. Disney villains would also give a good cackle if they ever tried Disney Park treat. If you can relate, pick a Disney villain and we'll tell you which iconic Disney Park snack you are. So this is just a one-off. So this doesn't really say anything because it's a one-question thing. So obviously, Dalton would go with Hades out of this. Hades, right?
Really?
No, I'd go with Maleficent.
And they're saying the Mickey Beignet, but which, by the way, the Mickey Beignet, if you go to Port Orleans, there's a restaurant called the Scat Cat Club, which you can get the boozy beignet, and they actually fill it with like Kahlua or any or some of the other boozes that you can get there, and it's like rum chata or something like that is there. So
I do love me some beignets, so maybe it's correct.
Yeah, so we'll definitely have to do a review of the boozy beignet at some point in time. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, there we are. But absolutely. So where would you go here? Scar, Hades, Gaston, Hades. I always say Hades instead of Hades. Jafar, Ursula, Cruella de Vil, or Mother Gothel?
I'm gonna go with. I think I'm actually gonna go with Jafar.
Jafar, who becomes a churro?
I love churros.
Yeah, but he's like not Mexican.
He's very, very Middle Eastern, yeah.
Yeah, and they're going with a churro for the Mexican villain?
Maybe he likes churros, man.
Who doesn't?
What does the description say, though? I don't. Maybe
you're like a churro, hot and fresh out of the oven. One of the many reasons people are obsessed with you is your warm-hearted, lovable personality. I'm not buying into this. It's freaking Jafar. What the heck? Okay. We'll get to the Maleficent. It'll be something if it's a different part, like a Mickey Beignet. Oh yeah, and by the way, they are Mickey shaped. You're exactly the type of friend everyone needs. After getting to know you, people can't get enough of you. Wait. What the freaking heck does that have to do with Maleficent? They can't even do the write-ups right.
Also,
okay,
no.
We need to see yours, Englantine.
Okay. If I'm going with any of these, I'm going to go with Gaston because I too have a barrel stomach. All right, it's a Mickey waffle. Everyone loves breakfast food. Everyone loves breakfast food, especially when it's shaped like Mickey. I'm shaped like a circle, like a Mickey waffle. You're a ray of sunshine, no matter what time of day. What the freaking hell does that have to do with any villain? Seriously, I'm calling BS on this thing.
It's a wash.
Like, didn't Gaston straight up say that he prefers eggs for breakfast?
Why, thank you. And by the way, I do not like Mickey waffles. I really don't. They're actually too thick, and I rarely get one that's properly cooked. Yeah, sorry, gang. I'm not a Mickey waffle fan. Let's go to this one instead. That one was a bomb. I'm sorry, guys. We're gonna. It's a do-over. Oh, they're not letting me.
It was a wash.
There you go. Build a dream Disney park meal and we'll reveal the truth about you. Oh my gosh, do I want the truth brought out about me? Let's see. Before you even eat them, here you go. You know what? We're gonna go Professor, then Dalton, then me, and we'll go around like that. Okay. Professor, pick a snack: churro, popcorn, pretzel, or cotton candy.
Churro.
All righty. First things first, lunch is appetizer. So you have the Cove Bar lobster nachos, the fries from Galactic Grill, hummus fries from Epcot World Showcase, or beer battered onion rings from Primetime Cafe.
Ooh.
Only one of those I have not tried.
Really? I think I've only tried one of them. So.
Really? Well, if I tried the last one, I would be hurt. So, yeah. What would you pick out of that?
I think I'm going to have to go.
Oh, no, this is Dalton's turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
wait, what?
Dalton, pick a Cove Bar lobster nachos, fries from the Galactic Grill, hummus fries from Epcot, or would you poison me with the onion rings?
Wait, hold on a minute. I thought we were going.
We're doing this as one
person
thing.
Got to go all the way through.
Okay, he's sleeping on this, and I'm a fan of nachos, so I'm gonna go. Okay, Dalton. Your lunch course: turkey leg, corn dog, clam chowder, and a bread bowl, because we're going to Harbor House at Magic Kingdom, apparently. Corn on the cob, which, by the way, the corn dog and the corn on the cob is usually in that, I forget the name of it, but the kiosk outside of Harbor House. Which one would you pick out of this?
I'd go with the cheddar.
The clam, that is awesome, by the way. Harbor House is awesome. Okay, Professor, we're having dessert.
Okay.
The Master's Cupcake from Be Our Guest, the toffee cake from Liberty Tree Tavern, the warm colossal cinnamon roll from Kusafiri Coffee Shop and Bakery, or no dessert at all?
Cinnamon roll.
Cinnamon roll.
Cinnamon roll, yes.
And let's see, what do we have to drink? I usually, if I'm at the park, it's a hot day, and I prefer to have a water with my lunch, just because I think it's more refreshing than the soda. So Dalton, great. That sounded delicious. Now what do you have for a mid-afternoon snack? Dole Whip, Bugs Sundae from Animal Kingdom, Mickey ice cream sandwich, or no ice cream?
Dole Whip.
That is correct, sir. Professor, it's dinner time. Do you go for an appetizer, a pickle, Carthay circle salad, flame tree barbecue French fries with pulled pork and cheese, or no appetizer?
I'm going to do that flame tree barbecue.
Dang straight, because that's good.
Yeah.
Our main course is from pizza from Red Rockets. Nope. Burritos Sonora from Cochina Cucamonga, Royal Street Seafood, Jambalaya from Blue Bayou, or cheddar cheese stick from Corn Dog. You know what? We got to go with this jambalaya.
Oh, yeah.
All righty. Dalton, what's for dessert? The gray stuff from Gâteau from the Red Rose Tavern, the beignets from the French Quarter, the chocolate crepe from Epcot, or no dessert?
Crepe.
Those little tiny pancakes. I love those things. All righty. You're finishing up. What do we spend that last snack credit on there, Professor? Fudge from Main Street, toffee from Main Street, Goofy's sour gummy worms, or popcorn from the Popcorn Company?
I'm actually going to pick popcorn.
All righty. Yep, because gummies suck. Your truth. The majority of your camera roll is selfies, and you love it. There's nothing like a good selfie, especially when it's magic hour and the lighting is just right. You are fortunate enough to basically always be feeling your looks, and you have the picture to show it. Said to a guy who's described himself as old, fat, and ugly, and two gentlemen who refused to show their faces on a live stream. I don't know if you got it right, but that one was. I actually like. I dug that one.
Applies to no one here.
Not one person. Not one person. I do like Lightning McQueen. I'm one of the few people I know that like the movie Cars. But yeah, I don't know about the quiz there. A lot of fun though. I enjoy doing those.
Probably would have worked out better if we had actually all gone through it like we should have, probably. But
maybe we'll do that again sometime there. Yeah, I want to do some offline streams where we could do that kind of stuff, because it might be like a 45-50 minute live stream if we did it like that. But anyway, once again, though, that's a lot of fun. I like doing those things. So there you go. Do you guys have anything to add?
Nope.
Anything you guys heard of in the news that you were like, oh, we got to talk about that? Underworld Dream is saying they are spelled different. Planet Crate from The Last Jedi, Kraith from Dragon from the EU, Crate Dragons are from Tatooine. So Underworld Dreams knows his Star Wars there. So
yeah, thank you for confirming that I wasn't completely going crazy.
Yeah, you were close. You were close, you know. And that works in horseshoes and hand grenades.
Crate Dragons, and I was momentarily thinking I had lost my freaking mind.
Oh, there you go. But that's what we got for today. I do like closing on a quiz. And I thank you guys very, very much for joining us, and thanks for watching and listening in. And as always, thank you to Professor Pixel and Dalton the Authenticator. Yeah. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to be doing a watching of Coco tomorrow. Fingers crossed. I can't make promises. We were supposed to go on earlier today, but I had a senior moment where I fell asleep. I was working on something, and Gail and I were talking afterwards, and then boom, she fell asleep. I fell asleep. Yeah, whoops. Senior moment. Anyway, as always, guys, thank you very, very much for watching, and see you real soon.
So long.